Hey there, and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Jadon Sancho has no way back at Man United, will leave in January. Manchester United forward Jadon Sancho has no way back at the club and will leave when the transfer window reopens, according to Fabrizio Romano. The England international is currently suspended by the Red Devils following his public outburst towards manager Erik ten Hag after the Arsenal game. Back then, Ten Hag revealed that Sancho was dropped from the squad due to his poor attitude in training, which did not go well with the attacker. The 23-year-old said that the manager was lying to the media and he was being made a scapegoat. Speaking exclusively to the United Stand, Romano has now revealed that there is no way back for Sancho and he is 99.9% certain to leave. The reputed journalist added that Sancho will explore every option available to him. The former Dortmund man has been banished from the first team training ground and he has been working with the under-18 squad in recent weeks. The 32 million euros rated star has shown no remorse for his statement on the manager, and the club appears to have made the decision to offload him at the turn of the year. With huge wages involved, Sancho may not leave on a permanent transfer. It could be an initial loan deal with an option to buy at the end of the campaign. Juventus and Borussia Dortmund are said to be interested, while there could be offers from Saudi Arabia too. Sancho is reluctant to leave European football for now. Fabrizio Romano refutes report link Antony with a loan move. Fabrizio Romano has refuted the reports linking Antony with a blockbuster loan move away from Manchester United in January. As explained by the People's Person, the winger was reported by the Daily Mirror to be a target for Brazilian side Flamengo. The Brazilian Giants were thought to be willing to offer Gabriel Barbosa to United as part of the deal. The striker has scored 139 goals for Flamengo in 246 appearances, averaging a goal roughly every 2 games. Goals are an area Erik ten Hag's side have struggled with immensely this season. Rasmus Højlund has begun life brightly at Old Trafford with a number of impressive performances, though this positivity has yet to translate into a league goal. This is primarily due to a complete lack of service, however, as well as an over-reliance on the shoulders of a 20-year-old forward with only 1 year of top-flight experience. Anthony Martial has contributed sparingly in this time, while his namesake, Antony, has contributed the square root of 0, with Marcus Rashford also misfiring. United have looked toothless going forward this season. Barbosa would therefore have made theoretical sense as a backup striker to help supplement the attack, but theory is where this idea will remain. Romano rejected the idea of a potential swap deal, describing how there absolutely nothing in the story in a YouTube interview. The transfer guru points out the two players share the same agent, believing that coincidence to be the likely source of the rumor rather than any genuine discussions between the clubs. Instead, Romano contends United's focus is on helping Antony to regain the type of form which saw the club target him in the first place, not to find him a new home. This may prove disappointing news to the fan base, however, who appear to be at their wits' end with the Brazilian winger following a dismal performance on Saturday against Fulham. While Antony may not start a game for United again anytime soon, Romano's words indicate his long-term future remains at Old Trafford. Fabrizio Romano issues a clarification on Man United star's relationship with Erik ten Hag. Fabrizio Romano insists Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag has a good relationship with star player Marcus Rashford. Speaking on this week's episode of the Debrief podcast, Romano discussed Rashford's situation at Man United after the story about him appearing at a party just hours after the 3-0 home defeat against Manchester City in the Manchester derby last week. Ten Hag was publicly critical of Rashford, but Romano insists the matter has now been resolved, with the England international still having a good relationship with the Red Devils boss, who did so much to get the best out of him last season. Rashford also signed a new contract at Old Trafford, despite some transfer interest from Paris Saint-Germain over a year ago, with no updates on a potential move away from the club since then, according to Romano. Discussing Rashford earlier, Romano said, Marcus Rashford knows Erik Ten Hag was really important for him last season. Ten Hag and his coaching staff changed his career, and then he signed a new long-term contract. The last contact was from Paris Saint-Germain a year and a half ago, but since then there has been nothing. The relationship is really good. Rashford immediately apologized, and there are no issues. Rashford is undoubtedly a superb player on his day, and fans will just hope they see him return to his best form as soon as possible. Daniel Sturridge advises Rasmus Højlund to hold talks with teammates to end goal-scoring troubles. Former Liverpool striker Daniel Sturridge has encouraged Manchester United star Rasmus Højlund to hold conversations with his teammates regarding his troubles in front of goal. Since his arrival during the summer, Højlund has managed to score 3 goals for United, all of which have come in the Champions League. He is yet to open his account in the Premier League, partly due to a lack of enough service and goal-scoring opportunities created for him. Often against English opposition, Højlund has cut a frustrated and lonely figure up front. To put his situation into context, after his substitution in the 79th minute during United's 1-0 win against Fulham at Craven Cottage on Saturday, it's now 160 minutes since a chance has been created for the Dane in the Premier League. Speaking on Sky Sports, Sturridge expressed confidence that Højlund still has the potential to succeed at Old Trafford, but he must urgently talk to his teammates to find a solution to the problems he is experiencing. He said, "It will change. Højlund has to have conversations with his teammates, letting them know what he likes. He has to have these conversations, letting them know this is what I am like, get the ball here and feed me in." The manager has his ideas of how he wants his team to play. In the end, he is a project and not the perfect striker right now, not the finished article. When he gets these opportunities, he is desperate to show he has the capabilities to score goals at a big club like United. Maybe Højlund over time will get to a place saying, I have to create things for myself and get a shot away. At the moment, there is not a lot there with goals and shots. It doesn't look good, but I don't think it creates a total picture. It's very easy to criticize him when we have not seen him miss loads of chances. Sir Alex Ferguson is 100% behind Erik Ten Hag at Manchester United. Erik Ten Hag retains the full support of Sir Alex Ferguson, who is described by sources as being 100% behind the Dutch manager, despite Manchester United's recent struggles. A report by Sun Sport reveals the words of an individual close to the club, who contends, Erik has Sir Alex's unwavering support. He's been hugely supportive of Erik since he arrived at the club. This faith has been earned through the considerable progress Ten Hag has produced at Old Trafford, with Sir Alex particularly impressed at the manner in which he has taken on big decisions. The Dutch manager has shown zero doubt or fear when making important calls during his first 18 months at the helm at Old Trafford. Cristiano Ronaldo left the club following a dispute with the manager. David De Gea was decisively replaced by Andre Onana this summer, while Bruno Fernandes displaced Harry Maguire as captain. Even internal disputes have been quickly dealt with, positively in the case of Marcus Rashford and negatively in the case of Jadon Sancho. While these individual decisions can be questioned, what cannot be is Ten Hag's decisiveness. The same source indicates Sir Alex, like everyone else, wishes results were better this season, but refuses to blame the manager for the poor form. He thinks thus pointing at the manager and calling for a change are wrong. Ferguson thinks he's shown the kind of character and mentality required to turn the club around, and he firmly believes Erik Ten Hag deserves time, like he got, to make a success of things at the club. If consulted, that's a position he would be prepared to make clear to any new investors who come into the football club. This last part of Sir Alex's intention to back the manager to any new investors may prove particularly impactful for Ten Hag's long-term future. Man United have stepped in to sign Galatasaray right-back Sasha Bowie. Manchester United have stepped in to sign Galatasaray defender Sasha Bowie, according to Turkish outlet Photomac. The Red Devils currently have Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Diogo Dalot as their right-back options, but talks have not progressed with the former over a new contract. United plan to trigger a 12-month extension clause to keep him until June 2025, but there is a possibility that he could leave next summer if he refuses to pen a fresh deal. Amidst this, Photomac claim that the club have stepped in to sign Bowie from Galatasaray. The right-back has yet to extend his own contract, expiring in the summer of 2025. Aside from United, Arsenal, Marseille and AC Milan are also interested in the Frenchman. The Turkish champions plan to secure 25 million euros from his sale after the season. Bowie has been linked with a move away from Istanbul over the past year. He was on the radar of several clubs last summer, but Galatasaray decided against sanctioning his exit. Their stance is bound to change at the end of the campaign if he has no plans to extend his deal. This should attract offers from several teams in Europe, including United. The former Rennes man has similar defensive attributes as Wan-Bissaka. He has won 2.5 tackles per league game this season, with 1.8 interceptions and 1.4 clearances. He has also won nearly 6 duels per outing, with 7.3 ball recoveries. If Wan-Bissaka were to leave, Bowie would be an ideal candidate to fill the void in the right-back department. Bowie is not known for making goal contributions, but he is better than Wan-Bissaka when it comes to passes into the opposition half, as well as providing long balls from deep. Manchester United and Manchester City set to step up efforts to sign Benfica's João Neves. Manchester United and Manchester City are reportedly set to go head-to-head for the services of Benfica midfielder João Neves. Neves has been strongly linked to United in the past, as Erik Ten Hag's side plot the recruitment of further additions in the middle of the park. Last month, a report covered by the People's Person mentioned that the Red Devils will likely face competition from Saudi Arabia and Chelsea for the highly rated Benfica star. Record via Sport Witness reveals that alongside United, City and Juventus also have Neves on their radar, although it's the two English clubs currently making the most effort to land the player. It's important to note that he has a 120 million euros release clause contained in his current contract, but it's understood Ten Hag's side will work extremely hard to drive the price down as low as possible. Former Benfica scouting chief José Boto spoke to Record and backed Neves to succeed and show his quality wherever he ends up going. Boto said that Neves' constantly impressive performances sets alarm bells ringing for the big clubs. He pointed out, I'm not surprised that all the big European clubs are paying attention. Benfica could earn a lot of money in the future with his sale. There is no doubt in my mind that, regardless of Benfica's season, he will be worth a lot at the end of the year. At his age, he combines talent with impressive dynamism in midfield and above average maturity, something he demonstrates with every performance he makes. He shows that he is ready to play at the highest level and has huge scope for progression. He is a player who impresses and whose faults are hard to find. Boto added that while Neves is still good enough to thrive in a team that primarily plays defensively, his main strengths lie in a style of play designed to dominate games. The 19-year-old is also said to be mentally strong, with the capability to go to any league and make his mark. This season, he has only managed one assist in 10 league appearances. Newcastle director Dan Ashworth responds to Man United links. Newcastle sporting director Dan Ashworth has played down speculation linking him with a move to Manchester United. Changes are expected at the boardroom level once Sir Jim Ratcliffe's proposal for a 25% stake in Man United is ratified, with a sporting director believed to be a priority. Football director John Morteau is currently in charge of the club's transfer market activities, supported by cult hero and technical director Darren Fletcher. However, the duo have come under increased scrutiny, with the Red Devils suffering their worst start to a Premier League season in decades, despite splashing an eye-watering sum on transfers during the summer. United have spent over £1 billion on transfers since Sir Alex Ferguson retired in 2013, but the club has failed to mount a serious challenge for the Premier League title in that period. Morteau's appointment has failed to bring about any tangible change to Man United's fortunes, with Erik Ten Hag's side struggling to bridge the gap between them and the top four this term. Man United legend Gary Neville recently suggested Ashworth is someone the Red Devils should be targeting after his remarkable stunts at Brighton and Hove Albion and Newcastle. Ashworth is also understood to be admired by Ratcliffe and Inoyes, along with former Monaco sporting director Paul Mitchell, who has also been touted for a move to Old Trafford. When pressed about links to Man United, Ashworth told the Mirror, "Same situation as Eddie. I think I'm really happy. It's a brilliant city, club, and project. I am truly engaged in throwing myself into all of those things and really enjoying the challenge at Newcastle." As we wrap up today's Manchester United news, remember to stay tuned for daily updates right here on the channel. Don't miss out on the latest updates, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like if you found this information valuable. Your support means the world to us. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.